I am God. I'm the hand of 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 God. I'm the God. I'm the hand of God. I'm the God.
Kanye. Should I record too?
Yeah.
Try.
Thank
In
God
case
this
Seth fucks
time
up.
Michael will be editing because there would be a black screen for 10 seconds for no reason instead of actual content. Thank you very much for that.
What are you talking about?
Have you seen the last podcast?
No.
There's like straight up 10 seconds of nothing on screen. Absolutely
Is it at the
nothing.
beginning?
Yeah, just start. And then there's like a picture. That's it.
Okay.
You didn't mention the part about the Seinfeld and everything's warped. And it's Kramer's face, and I put Sisango on Kramer. You fucking faggot.
You really think the warping is like the funniest thing? And it's literally clicking a setting to deform it a little bit and then staring back, be like,
you
oh,
have no
that's
idea
sick.
how much I worked on that.
God. I'm the hand of
You literally have
God.
to double click warping, and that's it. That's all you gotta do.
That's not what I did. Oh yeah, go do it now. Go do it then if it's that easy. Go do it. Go achieve that same result.
Okay, I will. Right now, this podcast is being warped as I speak.
Okay, it's being warped.
Yeah, through time and space.
Whoa!
But Mike's editing it.
Also, wait, can I mention something?
Mike's editing it though.
I want to directly reference the people that watch this. Can you fucking be normal? I'm serious. We've only gotten like one comment in 4 podcasts. Just show it. It's unintelligible. Can you be fucking normal? What is this? Did somebody have a fucking heart attack in the middle of typing this? Who is this person? I need to speak to you. This is not normal. Yes, it is. What is this? What is this? What is your problem?
Look, we looked at analytics today, and we found that our likes have been going down substantially.
Our demographics are.
Yeah, so from now on,
we're falling short of this quarter's quota.
So from now on, we're gonna be extra annoying just for your enjoyment. Mike is already starting. He made a Let's Play, so we'll talk about that
Gelda
later.
Gamer.
But for now, intro.
I am a god, even though I'm a man of God. My whole life in the hand of God. Y'all better quit playing with God.
So, essentially, Seinfeld is the greatest show to ever exist, and I'm not kidding.
I haven't watched it.
Seinfeld sucks.
All right.
I don't.
It doesn't.
Oh, wait. Okay. Segment of the podcast, Seinfeld review. Right away.
Okay, so
Your host,
3
Michael.
out of 10.
if you think that Seinfeld is like if you like Friends, then you haven't seen Seinfeld, and if you've seen Seinfeld and you like Friends still, then you deserve to be fucking shot.
I'm an everybody loves Raymond kind of guy.
Oh yeah,
I'm an
definitely.
ABC's The Middle kind of guy.
I'm not a fan
I'm
of
a
Seinfeld.
Cougar Town kind of guy.
I'm not a fan of Seinfeld, which is literally perfect in every way except for maybe the first 2 seasons. Well, even the first season, like the final episode, just nails it. That's the one with fucking Cartwright. Cartwright? That's a great fucking episode.
I haven't seen it.
I don't remember the last season.
How do you explain this?
What?
How do you explain that I haven't seen it? Oh, that's a good answer.
Oh yeah, well, the Seinfeld theme is
Continue.
of course amazing. And it's just a great show overall. It's really funny. Larry David never fails in writing. It just intertwines all these like storylines and brings them to a very satisfying closure at the end of every episode.
Such a nice
And you can
Yeah.
pick one episode.
It's a tight show.
It's like Sunny in Philadelphia, or so I've heard. I've heard they have the same kind of format,
Like good?
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's better.
I don't know about better.
I would say it's better in every way, and I haven't seen Sunny, but
Oh yeah,
You know
it's
what?
better in every way, but I haven't seen any of the other ones to compare. But yeah, I hadn't thought about them, being similar to each other before. But yeah, I guess it kind of Always Sunny, I think, might have that same kind of presence once it goes off the air. It's 10, 11 years now it's been on. I think it'll have a lasting legacy.
Wait, what? Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yes. And it's
10
still
years?
good. And it's still good.
I've not watched any of it except I'm the Trash Man.
And not only is it still good, but it's not like South Park where they just do relevant jokes about popular culture.
This joke about the Wii sure lasted a long time and not 2 weeks.
They still just managed to get that much mileage out of their characters, which is what Seinfeld managed to do.
Oh yeah, extremely.
Yeah, there's always some new way for George to be a loser. There's always something wacky for Kramer.
Or they subvert it, and he's a winner. And it's just such a great show. It's like the only sitcom that I would legitimately download all of its seasons and watch.
Kramer. Listen, we can't talk about Kramer because now he is
he's a racist.
Quite the controversial subject.
Got
on stage.
Quite the controversy. Yeah.
Breaking news.
Amazing. 6 years ago.
Cosmo Kramer said the N-word on the stage.
Can you believe this? That's not the problem. You can't say the N-word. It's
the first time hearing about this.
Saying that you would be hanged if this was 20 years ago to a nigger right in front of you.
I guess.
There's a crowd of niggers, and you're directly saying they should be killed. And you don't give a fuck.
It's a joke. It's just a funny joke.
Yeah, the best joke was how his fucking head started twitching and he was going insane. Niggers,
come on. He got really angry and made a mistake. Okay, he's made up for it by being in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, now he never says nigger anymore. He's a good boy.
What happened to the good old days?
Anymore. Yeah, where he did say nigger. Actually, probably
when
said
he did
nigger just as much, just nobody heard him.
Hulk Hogan said it. What are you going to do about that?
Well, Hulk can get away with it.
That's true.
He's a real American.
You learned your place.
Well, he's he'll body slam you if you mention it.
Right, there you go.
So he can physically intimidate you into just forgetting it.
Yeah, what is Kramer gonna do? Pop out of a door? That's not scary.
He might actually do that. He might bring a door. He might just carry a door as a weapon.
What if Kramer popped out of your door right now?
Jerry, can you please stand in front of this door for a second? And then he pops through it and knocks Jerry out.
Like a worm, and his head just pokes out. I like to see that.
He just slides through.
Oh, so like a snake, like a sneaky snake.
No, you fucking retard.
Do you think you could see Cosmo Kramer coming if he was a snake?
I could probably.
He's a snake. Snake William Kramer. He's a fake.
Chances are,
I think he'd be sneaky enough. He'd be sneaky, and he could sneak up on you, but he would loudly announce your name. So
call you a nigger.
It would all balance out. Yeah.
You're giving your position away, Kramer. Stop screaming. Niggers!
Okay.
Classic. Classic Kramer nigger bit.
I played something.
Yeah. About what?
I played the
Real
Uncharted
life?
games and the Bloodborne game.
Oh.
And they were all good. Man.
Okay.
Uncharted 2 was sick.
Mic review.
It was sick, let me tell you. You're on a train, and it's like... And that was cool. Okay, no, seriously though. Those games, they're good. I'm not gonna take that away from them. But holy shit, the amount of padding that they have is honestly unbelievable. I have no idea how people can say that they're my favorite games. They're 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Like, come on. This whole second half of Uncharted 2, which people say is the best one, is just complete garbage. I think it's a shitty game from the second half on. Like, it becomes... You know what those games are like. You've seen them. They're at their best when you're doing all this action platforming and it's cinematic and exciting and fast-paced. And, well, okay, when I think of it, I can't talk. Fast-paced action platformer in the style of Indiana Jones, I definitely don't think of cover shooting for like hours at a time against waves of cajillions of enemies with tons of body armor that take a million shots to kill.
I think that's what like
the whole second half of the game.
The ants eat the guy.
Okay.
Well, they should make a game.
You know what? The second half of Uncharted 2 is like Crystal Skull, the movie. It just takes this terrible nosedive and it's not even the same game at that point. The final boss.
What about the ants?
2, figure like, okay, those games don't need final bosses. They just really don't.
They need
Cinematic
a final ant
platformers,
boss.
yeah, they do. By their nature, they don't lend themselves well to a final boss. But Uncharted always feels like it needs to have one for some completely unknown reason. So, Uncharted 2, the final boss is this terrible Russian guy you've been fighting the whole time, you know? And he drinks some
Kind of
tree
like in
sap.
Indiana Jones.
He drinks some tree sap from the tree of life. And he gets all
Kind of
super
like
powerful.
in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly, like in Indiana Jones. And so this is the final boss. You run around in circles inside of a tree and shoot sap. You shoot tree sap that explodes
Hold on.
when a Russian walks near it. And the fight lasts, if you're doing it perfectly and shooting the sap every time he walks by it, which is hard to do because he's spamming grenades at you the whole time. He throws 5 at a time
Tree
to
grenades?
make you keep running around. It takes like 20 minutes at least if you're playing perfectly. It's honestly unbearable. What?
It turns out the true sap was you. It was you, Mike.
From the beginning.
And
That's the big twist.
people shit on Uncharted 3's final boss because it's just a series of quick time events. I prefer that to running around in circles shooting tree sap for 20 minutes. I definitely do because you know what? It's mercifully short. It takes like a minute or two. It's an exciting thing. You're just mashing buttons, but you know, it's over fast. Exactly. And Uncharted 3 only has terrible shitty padding for like one little part at the end. It's not the entire second half of the game. I don't know why they feel like they have to pad these games out so much. I guess it's because they're $60 AAA cream of the crop Sony exclusives, and so it's like, okay, we have to make them at least this long, or people are gonna feel cheated. But
That's what people value.
Seriously, really, these games, both of them, Uncharted 2 more so than Uncharted 3, needed to be like 4 or 5 hours shorter. Like, easily could have been. It could have lost all that time and lost no value. Uncharted 4, I don't know if I want to buy it because it looks really cool, but every single one of these games, as if it's some kind of rule of the universe, is just filled with fluff, and it sucks. It's not fun.
Okay. So would you say that Uncharted is the perfect game?
I would.
That's what the podcast is going to be called, by the way.
Nathan Drake and
Uncharted,
the Attack of the
perfect game.
Giant Ants. No,
Nathan
this
Draco.
podcast is going to be called Nathan Drake and the Attack of the Giant Ants.
Who do you think Mike is going to listen to? You or me?
Me?
Big Ant Drake man.
Exactly.
Civil
Me.
War.
Exactly.
But good game. I played the Bloodborne Old Hunters DLC. And man, oh man, oh man.
There were no ants in it. I don't care about it.
There was an ant.
Oh,
It was really
you
tiny.
fucking-
You have to zoom in and see the ant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
But
Well,
I don't
then
know.
I'll buy it.
I put that down. I got it when it came out, but the first boss was fucking me. I was on New Game Plus 3, and in that game, the health of the enemies on New Game Plus scales like ridiculously, more so than any of the Dark Souls games.
Would you say it
each-
scales artificially?
Oh, the whole game's artificial because it's a computer game.
Artificial.
You sure like fucking talking a lot, don't you, faggot?
Okay. So I put it down for a while, and when I came back to it this past week, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a new game, a new character, and just go through the DLC that way. But then I was like, okay, it's gonna take me a while to get to that point, and I think I can do it. I think I'm up to the challenge. I have the endurance. I can make it happen. And so I went back to the New Game Plus 3. It was really rough, but I'm really glad I did it. Really, really good content. Better than Artorias of the Abyss. Bloodborne Old Hunters DLC is the best content in the series. By far. No contest. No contest. Not at all. Best boss in the series is Ludwig the Accursed and Ludwig Holy Blade. Hardest boss in the series is Orphan of Kaz. Holy fucking shit. That boss gave me as much trouble as Ornstein and Smo did on my first run through. And this is after having played the entire series. Like, that boss is ungodly difficult, and most satisfying moment I've had with these games in a long, long time was finally killing that guy. Just fantastic all the way through. The story was fantastic. The whole DLC was fantastic. So if for some reason you're out there and you haven't played the Old Hunters, you should play the Old Hunters.
Wow.
And that's my video game.
That's your video game?
That's
Would
my
you say
video
that
games.
Bloodborne is the perfect video game?
I would say that Nathan Drake Man beats it out by
Oh, yeah,
10.
in case you don't know what I was talking about with the Attack of the Giant Ants, George Lucas originally wanted to call Kingdom of the Crystal Skull Indiana Jones and the Attack of the Giant Ants.
That
Which would
better.
probably have been a better movie, no joke.
Most likely, yeah.
At least
If
you
the
go
movie
campy
had
with
no
it.
aliens at all and was just about huge ants, that would have been at least something.
That would
Just
have been
go campy
amazing.
with
You
it.
fucking kidding me? George
We're-
Lucas
we're-
we need to take away George Lucas's budget.
Well, it
I don't think it's
basically
the
is.
budget that does it.
Well, not really, I guess, because now he's
Oh,
more
never
of a
mind. He's
billionaire than he ever was. But
Yeah, I guess. So just leave his budget intact and then let him do whatever. Give him a camera, let him do whatever he wants.
well,
I-
he's doing
not
what
Star
he
Wars.
wants. He's doing what he's always wanted to do.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
no,
He has
man.
always wanted to just sit on his ass and do nothing.
No, that's not
And
what he
now
said.
his dream has come true.
He said that now he wants to make little movies for his friends,
Oh,
Yeah, like
Miyazaki.
Red Tails.
like a pussy. I got too fucked up in the prequels. People told me I was dumb, so now I'm gonna make movies for my children and my friends and my
He
coworkers.
he made Red Tails, the very
Yeah.
racist movie about the first all-black, like, plane squadron.
Hey yo, what's
What?
up?
Really?
Yeah, he made that because his wife was black.
Really?
Well, she
Yeah.
still is.
No, I think she stopped.
Whoa. I didn't know that.
Well,
George
now you know.
Lucas' wife.
I don't think anybody knows.
Oh, Melody Hobson.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No,
Okay.
it isn't.
Kramer wouldn't approve.
It's trivia at best.
How
Fuck
old is
George
George Lucas? Holy shit, he's 72.
1900. His chin is 30 years younger, though. That thing looks
Yeah.
like a baby's ass, like a baby's bottom.
Tasty.
Beautiful.
When he dies, it will continue to grow.
It will grow in you, George. Would you ever consider going up to his chin and going and seeing how he reacts? Just say nothing. Just do that. George, will
I
you
would
make
do
the invasion of the giant ants? What? George, make it. Okay. And then he'll do it. That's how studio executives do it.
That
They
sounds
go
like
up
how
to
it's
George.
done.
They go up to George, and they punch him in the fucking head
No.
and say, "Make a movie, George. Say the line.
Say the line, George. And George says,
What's George's line?
Jesse, we have to.
Yeah,
the
it's-
force, Jesse. We,
Oh, science, bitch.
just science, bitch.
Science.
Jesse, midichlorians, I guess.
remember how Anakin was born out of the Force like Jesus?
Yeah, amazing.
Well, who was the father? Oh, the Force. Really clever, George. I don't think anybody will spot this subtle hint.
Yeah, Palpatine and his master force fucked the Force,
Pretty much.
and then
Force
Anakin
fucked
was
the
born.
Force?
Yeah, they force fucked the Force.
You mean they force fucked the mother?
No, they force fucked the Force, which force fucked the mother Force.
Oh, okay.
I see. But what about the other force?
Yeah,
The
what about
other
the other
Force?
The bad Force.
Yeah, there's
There's
the
a
light
good
force and the dark force.
Yeah, good Force,
they're the same
bad
thing.
Force.
They're the same thing.
We need to restore balance to the Force. What does that mean, George? What does that mean?
George, isn't balance like
Have you ever
a bit of
seen
light and
a
a bit
scale?
of dark?
No, it's like dark is bad.
I don't know. I don't know my own mythology. Help me. Help me. Somebody write this.
I think he tried for the like Sith to be like kind of ambiguous, and whether they were good or bad, because he was like, there are lines in the movie where they say like, "Count, dude." I mean, he failed miserably, but there are lines fucking Samuel L. Jackson says, well, Count Dooku, he was once a Jedi. It's not in his nature to commit such acts.
Yeah, because Count Dooku is nice. Count Dooku is good. That was the whole point of his character. He was good. Everybody that is
he was once a Jedi and turned away from it. So how could he possibly be bad?
No, he's a double agent. He's a double agent. That's the whole thing with his character. Didn't you remember?
It's very
He's
clever.
a double agent. He's actually good. The thing is, if you're in the dark side, you're mean, so you're bad. That's the end of it.
Yeah, you're a meanie.
You're either Palpatine or you're Jesus Christ Anakin in heaven.
Well, Anakin was powerful.
Yeah, he was Popple.
That's evidenced by him pledging allegiance.
What did you say?
To powerful.
Yeah, Popple.
Oh,
That's my favorite Jedi. No, Popple. That's his father, Palpatine, from the planet Poopa.
It's the guy with the fucking dreads.
Do you think there's a
that are
planet in
his
the
skin.
Star Wars universe that's made entirely of shit?
Yeah, it's called the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, it's where Jar Jar comes from. Remember that comic we saw of like Jar Jar's dad or something drowning?
George R. Binks.
Yeah, he was
George R.
drowning.
Binks.
Jar Jar
Oh,
jokes
man.
are pretty fucking dead, but Jesus Christ, that comic is disturbing. Just show it. He'd like
What
drowns.
comic? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a comic where
Look up-
Jar Jar Binks' father
look
drowns
up-
or something.
Look up George R. Binks.
Oh, I see.
George.
I see.
As in
R.
George
Binks.
Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
as in
As
George
in the man.
Costanza.
Yes, correct. Seinfeld themed podcast today.
Niggers!
Niggers! So Doom was pretty good.
Did you play it or did you just see it?
I bought it. I
You
played
did?
it. I'm almost
He
at the end.
did, Mike,
You
he
bought
did.
Doom?
I bought
That's
Doom.
how little you're around
You
anymore.
bought Doom.
I bought
You
Doom.
guys live on the other side of the fucking world.
Yeah, well,
What
even
does
if
that
I
have
lived
to
in
do
an
with
ice
everything?
glue,
It
what does that
takes
have to do with you
several
being faggy?
days for a pigeon to reach me.
Oh, it is true. The pigeon, he hungry when he gets.
But
I
really, you paid
agree.
$60 for Doom?
I
I don't
do it
think
again.
pigeons carry Wi-Fi around in their beaks, you
Because
faggot.
everything
Before-
I saw, like the trailers, looked like complete shit. But I'm
I
hearing
yes,
people
get
like
they
it.
into
made
this.
it
Let me
better.
get into this. I have
Okay.
a lot to say about this.
All right.
But before I do, if you have $60 that you haven't spent on whatever stupid bullshit like anime figures or whatever stupid dumb
Then
garbage you're gonna spend it on, buy
The
Doom.
Witcher 3 and Blood
Buy
and
Doom.
Wine.
Buy Doom right now. It's fun. The game could not have possibly been advertised worse for what it actually fucking was. Every single piece of material that was put out before the actual gameplay, like just a person playing, was wrong. Let me tell you the exact
Was wrong.
perfect way to go about advertising this Doom. You make a CGI cinematic that you show at E3, and then
Okay.
straight up, the second you get the engine working and everything is nice, you get a person playing it at the highest speed possible, blasting shit in the face. People go, oh, okay, so it's Doom. They get it instantly. The way they did it is they started showing these fucking pre-made clips with this stupid. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You know when somebody's playing a game and they do these slow sweeps
Yeah.
with the camera, and it's so fucking annoying because they want to show the environment that I'm sure a lot of people worked on, but that's not what you're there to see. So it was that over and over again. A person going to steps, grabbing a shotgun, blasting somebody in the face, going to steps, blasting somebody in the face, doing an animation that takes 3 seconds, doing another animation that takes 3 seconds.
The animations in that trailer that you're talking about took
Way
so
slower.
long.
Way slower.
And
Did they speed them up?
Yeah, they did. They're very fast
good.
now. They're like
So-
half a second.
Did you get
so
it too?
like,
No, but I've seen footage.
so like, worst way to advertise it, so nobody was interested or excited about it, and then they didn't give out review codes. Which, granted, I pretty much understand seeing what happened with the Polygon review of the people that got to play it.
It wasn't
which
even
was-
a review. It was just the man was terrible. He couldn't hold. I think his right hand was broken and he was in pain while he
Yeah.
was playing. Like they
He
were
was
holding
doing
him
it
at
with his
gunpoint.
teeth. There was a guy playing who literally, if you've ever played with your grandpa or something, he will not be able to get down how to move and aim at the same time. And that's precisely what was happening to this man, who couldn't aim and walk at the same time. So
It was Arthur Gies, the
I
retard.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know who he
Such
was.
an idiot.
It was
He
just
is very
embarrassing.
stupid.
It was just embarrassing.
Mike,
So
He's
the
the
game,
guy
we should watch
who-
this. Just
That's
pause,
the guy
pause.
who
We
said,
should watch this.
We're not pausing this. No way.
gotta watch
No
it.
how.
Okay,
This
whatever.
train does not stop.
just edit it in. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But-
Okay.
so yeah.
Isn't he the same guy who said that The Witcher didn't have enough black people?
Yeah.
So
think he
that's
was.
the
Yeah,
man
it's
in
the same
charge of showing gameplay footage. So there's that. And then Nvidia did an event, and there was some gameplay footage of the game that played it like it's supposed to be played, and everybody went, oh, okay, I get it. It was instant. That was all you had to do. Literally all you had to do was show the systems that were in the game and it being played the way it's meant to be fucking played, which is fast and not stopping for a second. The game literally tells you the key to combat is movement. If you don't stop moving, you'll have fun, it'll look cool as fuck, and you'll just kill everything in front of you. And it's hard too, which I really appreciate. I don't believe this game came out this game couldn't have come out in like 2008. With all
Couldn't
your
have?
Modern Warfare 2s and all that stuff, it literally couldn't have come out. Just the landscape was completely different. But after the New Order and the new Wolfenstein, it was fucking great. And it went back to the roots, like a bit of focusing on the mechanics
Well,
and all that.
Did you play the Wolfenstein
It's
game?
just
But yeah, and it was fucking amazing. It was
Is it? What's better?
amazing. This.
Really?
And they're better in different ways. The original Wolfenstein was just like, well, I'm sure everybody knows what the fucking original
I
Wolfenstein
played
looked
the
like.
original one. It was-
You're just a guy.
It's an
and
old
you're
West
just,
game.
yeah, you're killing
and you
Nazis.
kill
and then you
Nazis and you
Mecha
kill Super
Hitler.
Hitler. Yeah.
And this one, the
was
new
dope.
one had like this sweeping narrative that was amazingly paced and all these great characters. There's one that is like a guy playing guitar and half his face is fucked up, and then he gets shot up by Nazis while he plays the national anthem of the US, and it's fucking great. But like this thing, I don't think the new Doom could have been executed. I don't think anybody could have made a modern Doom better than this. I think it's
Okay.
literally impossible to execute it any better than this while making it a modern shooter. It's retained all the speed, all the cool gunplay. Everything feels so good. They're showing you how it's done. And then they add all this stuff that modern shooters have, like perk systems and like weapon upgrades and weapon modifications. But it fucking works. Why? Because it's done well. Every single thing that the game has, like all the perks and everything, works to increase the flow of combat and only make it smoother. That's why it works. Making your gun have a 0.2 increment in its damage output is fucking retarded. It's always been. I don't give a fuck about that. But making it like making you able to fire your gun while moving, so you keep up the speed, and if you're in the middle of a sprint, instead of having to stop and fire, like with the minigun, allows you to just blast people and go even faster. So it just makes the whole experience better. It makes a difference, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
glory
it's,
kills aren't
it's
even that bad.
soulless. And it's,
soulless.
mind-numbing. Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
another thing.
mind-numbing. Gives you shut off your brain.
The game knows
Idiots.
exactly what it is, and that made me fucking happy as hell. It doesn't even pretend it has a narrative at its core. It's just like, okay, so you're like this guy. In the first 5 seconds of the game, that's not a joke, you wake up and you kill something. It knows. It's like, I get what you're here for. And then the Doom Marine has no back to this, or no like funny quips, like the Nathan Drake formula of saying like, haha, hee hee, wow, I guess I blasted you in the face, lol. No quirky stuff like that. It's just not a single word, breaking and ripping and tearing. And it's so refreshing to not have somebody be melodramatic and retarded all the time.
It's good that you say that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk about... well, let me preface this by saying me and Carlos watched, along with a different friend that wasn't you, Mike, because you're not
Yeah.
our friend. We watched
Whoa.
a very bad... We watched a very bad critique Doom.
40-year-olds, yeah.
Is this the same guy that we were watching, Carlos?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. I fucking hate that guy.
His opinions are terrible, and he's
What's his name
incredibly
again?
biased.
It's like Mr.
Worth a
Buy It
buy.
or something. Worth a buy, yeah.
Worth a buy.
For some reason, he kept, like, during his Doom 4 review, he kept looking down on the original Doom and praising Doom 3 because for some reason there's this notion in his retarded head that gameplay is somehow like that narrative
he
in a
hates
game.
gameplay.
Yeah, that like narrative in a game should be elevated above the gameplay, or it's automatically better to have a narrative-driven game than a gameplay-driven game.
Yep.
Which is like an opinion that should be squashed and driven out of anyone's fucking head.
Yeah, especially because it's all about execution. It's always been. It doesn't matter what your thing is about, as long as what it is about you execute it perfectly, which is what Doom does. It knows it's not Wolfenstein, The New Order. It knows. It's perfectly aware. So it doesn't even try. It says, fuck that. Get on this elevator. We're just going to blast the main theme while fire goes on your screen. And then you explode like 70 enemies in a row and then break things. That's it. Go to hell.
And that's fantastic.
And that's perfect, yeah. It's the same deal with Mad Max and how people complain that it had no fucking story. It's the same situation.
How is that worth less than a compelling narrative in any way?
Everything has to be 2001.
God,
Everything has to be
his-
complicated.
He reviewed Dark Souls 2. That's what we watched last night. And
Dark Souls
it was-
3, you mean?
Dark Souls 3, yeah. It was breathtaking. This guy's
It really
insight
was.
into the subject matter. He was
Also-
talking about the core gameplay loop of the game, and he was like, all you do is you roll, block, block, hit, roll, back, roll, block, hit, block, roll, block, hit, block. It's just fucking stupid. Like, he said the same thing about Witcher 3. That's the comment that you
Yeah.
read, the screenshot.
Oh
He,
my god.
for some reason, is just fundamentally opposed to any dodging mechanics in games. Dude, what's the point? You just roll through all the attacks. And yet he still manages to suck ass.
Yes.
It's like if
Also,
Dark Souls,
in his-
it's if Darkside Phil tried to review video games. Everything is the game's fault, not his.
I
Nothing
just
is
want
a
to
me
add some.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
In his Doom review, it's like a 17-minute video where he rambles on for many things that are not Doom 4.
Yeah.
So
That's the best part, dude. It's 15 minutes of him talking about himself. It's amazing how fucking self-absorbed this fat 40-year-old man is talking about video games.
So anyway, like in his Doom 4 review, he talks about gameplay that's like it makes you think. You can't just run in willy-nilly and expect a good outcome. And he's talking about Doom, and he's basically like describing Dark Souls in a very good sentence. And you
He's
have to actually
contradicting
think
himself.
about the things that you do. And it's exactly what Dark Souls 3 is, or any Dark Souls game. Well,
No, not any.
not
Let's
not
not
any.
go that far.
Let's not make assumptions.
Let's not talk
But
about Dragon Slayer.
it's
man.
exactly what Dark Souls 1 and 3 are, and he doesn't like them. His definition, his explanation of Dark Souls 3 is as follows: trash mob, boss.
He's
Yeah.
just describing the game. He
Except
describes
in a
it
really
without bringing
flippant
an actual
and reductive
right,
way.
Right, without bringing actual arguments, which is the first like hint that a person is completely retarded, which
Yep.
is describing something without giving an argument as to why it's bad.
You just roll, bro. You just roll.
Yeah, that is what you
How
do.
is that bad?
roll, block, hit.
I don't understand. How is that bad? It tests your timing. It's fun. I don't what? Hello?
No, it's all bullshit. I don't even remember what he sounded like now. It's some kind of British, Scottish, Welsh
It's
some
Irish.
shit
That
accent.
wasn't an accent. I don't know what that was. I think he was having a stroke. His tongue got caught off. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, He's a piece of shit. You heard it here.
You heard it here
Thumbs
first.
thumb down.
Thumbs down.
We give it a
Thumbs
thumb
up.
down.
So yeah, Doom is fantastic. Go play it. Even that's gonna sound strange, but the game has some pretty good lore. That's not even a joke.
There's
Oh, wow.
They give a bit of a backstory to the Doom Marine, which they absolutely did in the first one, explaining that basically what happened in every Doom previous to this one is perfectly canon. He's just been powered by his own anger for so long that he's lived through age after age,
That's so
going back to
great.
hell and killing people.
He's Angry Joe. Doom guy
He's
is
literally
Angry
Angry
Joe.
Joe. He's been alive for 1,000 years or more, just killing demons over and over again in different dimensions. So they built like statues of him in hell, and they tried trapping him. The demons tried trapping him in like a cave because they were afraid of him. It's fucking amazing, right? And then there's a picture of him. The demons wrote it like a card and carved in stone a picture of him, whatever. And behind him there's like a saint, and it explains that the Doom Marine could gain power from the fallen foes. So like the regain mechanic they use in the game, it explains it. And then it also like the holy saint watching over him. That's you. That's as the player. You guarding over him and choosing his actions and having him survive through the hordes of demons and whatever. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. It's so good. I love it.
It didn't have a compelling narrative, so it's bad.
Yeah, it's not a...
Shoot,
it's not
shoot.
a...
Shoot, run, shoot.
It should have been more like Beyond Two Souls. If only.
It should have been like The Last of Us 5. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever
That would've
happened
been
in The
great.
Last of Us 5?
Yeah, the Doom Marine should have kissed a lesbian black girl, and that would have made it all better.
Well, it's diversity in gaming. That's our main goal here.
Yeah, is the Doom Marine black, or what are we
Oh,
doing here?
guess what?
What?
Almost disaster on my PlayStation 4.
What
My
happened?
Did you
PT
shit on it?
got corrupted.
Ooh,
I tried launching PT and it gave me an error,
Jesus.
and it's because that and nothing else got corrupted. And I was really fucking angry because you can't get it. You can't get the game anymore.
Wait, did
But-
you lose it?
I thought I did, but turns out there's a very secret way to get it back. What you do is you install this thing on your computer, and then
He hacked.
you use your computer as a proxy on your PS4
Oh my god, he hacked.
to make the PS4 think it's downloading from the official store, but it's really downloading it from somewhere else.
This is incredible.
And I got PT back after I lost the download. It was
Sony.
fucking great.
911.
You
This man
still
is hacked.
This man's a
still
cyber hacker.
unfortunately can't get it if you didn't already have it on your account.
Can I
but-
call
At least
CD
now,
Projekt Red
and report them.
to
yeah.
tell them to interview you for Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be the main character. Starring Mike Ebamamama.
Cyber Geralt.
Ooh,
Cyber
that
Girl
would be epic.
is the same as regular girl, but now he can hack. It's amazing.
Fun fact: the
He's hacking,
Japanese
he's
voice
hacking.
actor, the Japanese
Jesus.
voice actor of Geralt, did
Yeah.
the voice of Bane in the Dark Knight Rises dub.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
Mike, guess what? Guess what?
What?
Don't. He's hacking. He's hacking. Holy shit! Is this the Ghost in the Shell remake? This is insane. This is insane. Look at him go. He cannot be stopped. Are you in the Lizard Squad?
You're already hacked.
Lizard Squad.
There should be a
Whatever
Lizard
happened to
Squad
them?
movie. Well, they went undercover. You know, they're working for the NSA now.
Well.
They're hacking for good. They're like superheroes.
Have they done
Hackers are the new
anything
superheroes.
in the last any time?
No.
Okay.
I'm a squadron.
Guys, we're making
squad.
our own Lizard Squad. Listen up.
Yeah. All you gotta do
Do a
is
podcast now. We hung up our hacking hats.
This is stealth hacking.
It sounds more like you're leaking propane or something. There's
Oh.
just a gas leak here.
That's what you do when you stealth hack, bro.
Oh. So, are we going to talk about your job, or are we just not going to even mention it?
Sure.
Are you sure you
went
won't be
to
dogs?
be a big boy. I went to go be a big boy and
Bro, he's gonna be a bankist.
big company, a large company,
Yeah.
and that's about all. I don't really have much more to say. You know, I hope I get the job.
Okay.
Are you gonna
Mike,
show your employer this podcast?
Yeah. I
What
think
if
all
they
the
find it?
Kramer talk is gonna really seal the deal.
Can't believe you said nigger. We can't hire him now.
I
Even though
didn't
he
say
looked
it.
like such a white man.
Didn't
You're
you say it
the
looked like a
whitest.
slave owner?
You look like a slave owner. You look like the whitest white I've ever seen in my fucking life. If there was a textbook on white people, you would be in the cover smiling and waving.
Yo, is this
Proud
Method
to
Man
be
cracking some jokes on
American.
Whitey here?
I'm not even. I don't do that. It's just real. The white is real. Mike, if I thought of a proto-human, if I thought of the most basic standard white person, human being, I would think of you.
Good.
Oh wow,
I don't think it. I
you're
don't
the
think I
most
skip.
average person ever.
You are
No,
you
I'm
are
the most white.
most average person I can think of.
Okay.
what a
That's
fucking.
not bad.
I mean,
It's true.
I guess.
So yeah, you can rely on that when people ask you. What do you think about
will.
yourself, Will? I'm average, all around average, all around average. That's your second name. I'm Mike Average.
Not down below. There I have a big old donging swinger.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
we know about your
He's got a
fucking
big
worm cock.
penis.
Okay.
Big log. A
Guys.
big old tube of
I'm gonna
meat.
need photographic proof. Can we get some dick
It's on
pics
the screen right now.
No,
Take a
let's
look
not
at
show
the
screen
penises
right now.
again, or we'll get fucking
Let's
bad
let's
like
get it.
last
Let's
time.
get another angle. Take a look.
Oh yeah, can we talk
I
about
rest my
how?
case.
Okay, just can we talk about how I got Mike's secondary
We
account
already did
banned?
on the podcast.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we? We
Well,
didn't
we
do it
did
on the
ages ago.
podcast.
We
Yeah.
talked about it.
Let's
ages
talk
ago.
about it again.
Yeah.
All the new viewers, so
So
all
we were
viewers-
doing
we'll-
we were doing the Beeftard Asscast episode 0 stream, which was just
Exactly.
a test. It was just
Yeah.
a test, me and Michael, and then toward the
I
end
was
of it,
playing around, and
Yeah,
we
he
had
was
webcams
joking
on, and I was playing
just a
around.
little joke, showing a picture of a big black penis on the stream, and within seconds, somebody reported it and got my secondary account suspended for 6 months.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It was almost instant. Like somebody was there and reported it. I
They
don't
were
see
waiting
how
for
it-
the penis.
how
They knew it
else
was
it could
coming.
happen.
It's fucking called Beeftard Asscast. Why is anybody offended? There's a penis on screen. Why?
The stream
against
itself
the
was
community
interrupted within
guidelines.
seconds.
Yeah. That's the government. Oh, so that's what the Lizard Squad was doing. Just catching onto the dick. Did you learn anything from that? Michael, what did you learn
We
from
need-
that experience?
The dick needed to be bigger.
There you go. At least go out with a bang. Go out with a dick.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna have to go.
What?
Okay.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
serious?
leaving.
Bye.
What?
You're leaving
What do you mean?
us?
Yeah.
You?
You're leaving?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you
What?
did. It's in recording. You understand we're recording you.
Recording me?
Can you
I didn't allow
replay the part where he said, I am leaving, please?
All right, don't replay that. Delete that from
Replay
your
it?
hardware.
No.
Okay,
no.
Oh
that's
my
it.
god, it sounds
Play
like
the
chorus.
part. Play the part where. No, stop hacking. Stop hacking. There's Matrix code running down the screen. I can't see
It's
anything.
deleted from the Mega Drive, bro. It's deleted.
Did you guys know that Orson Welles was gonna play a Transformer and then he died?
Yes.
What?
Wait, no, he did play it, but they pitch shifted his voice for no reason.
Well, because you need
Wait a
Optimus
minute.
to be lower.
What the hell are you talking about? Was he going to be
Yeah.
Optimus?
He was gonna be one. I don't think it was gonna be Optimus. He's in the show. They just pitch shifted his voice for no real reason.
Orson Welles
Citizen Prime.
Orson Welles.
is in the cartoon Transformers.
Orson Welles is in Transformers. Roll out Autobots. Roll out Orson
Really?
Welles.
Okay.
He was
Didn't
in
know that.
the Transformers, the movie, 1986. He played planet-eating robot Unicron.
I'm
Wow.
the planet. You know, I think all my previous achievements in my career were good, but not until I was the big planet that ate things in a toy cartoon.
He was also a big planet that ate things in real life because he was fat as fuck, bro.
Jesus Christ. One of the forefathers of cinema, and you just called him a planet-eating fuck. Can you believe this?
Oh,
This is why we get banned. Can you show Orson Welles' penis right now, please?
I'll try.
Okay.
This is the closest thing we could find to Orson Welles' penis. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I have to do.
We had to hack through a lot of bandwidth to get this, so appreciate it. He's hacking again. Oh, shit.
I've almost re-entered the Matrix with this hacking.
Not quite. Not like this. Not like this. Bang.
What?
What do you
That's
do?
a quote from The Matrix where the white woman says not like this, and then she eventually gets killed by the man with a goatee.
The black man? Was he black?
Warcraft.
No, he was white.
Oh, okay. Fucking racist.
The Warcraft movie's coming out.
Bro, who cares?
Just a single person on the face of the earth.
Well?
care.
Well, it's directed by the guy who made Moon.
I know.
Yeah,
but
it's directed
that
by.
Which is
It
a
was also
really,
David Bowie's
really
son.
good movie.
There's only so much you can do when the source material is this bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, man. I think it might be as good as it can be.
I guess, yeah. I don't think that's good
It's
enough.
still not very good.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll see. I remember
Listen.
playing World of Warcraft when I was a wee tyke.
I didn't.
Doing
I
the
played it for
raids, begging people for gold.
I never got to that point. I played
I
it
got to like
with-
level 20.
Yeah, me
What a
too.
pro. What a pro.
There
So
was
you
a
played
free.
for, like,
there was a
30
free
minutes?
trial thing where you could get to level 15, and then it wouldn't let you advance unless you bought the premium, like the monthly thing. So I did that, and I got to level 15, and I was like, "Wow, I'm not gonna play this ever again." And then I didn't
Yeah, that's
for
the way
like
it should
maybe
be.
like 10 years.
That's the way it should be.
Well, not 10 years. Maybe like 6 years or 5 years or something like that. And then I downloaded the full thing and I got on a fucking private server with a friend.
Yeah.
And then he kept running ahead of me. And I was like, wait, let's just play. Wait. And then we never played that again.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
then,
one of those games that...
Wait,
you
I just
have
want to
to
say
waste
this.
a
I just
bunch of
want to say
time.
this. I downloaded a vanilla server, and this was like 2 years ago. I keep giving this game another try, and it keeps disappointing me every fucking time. I downloaded a vanilla server, and it was fucking shit. The grinding was unbelievable.
That's wild for you.
Fucking hours of killing tiny,
Mobs.
meaningless, boring mobs.
You're describing every single
Fuck.
MMO on the planet. You understand that, right?
Well, because every MMO on the planet tries to be an MMO. There's really no genre that is more like
Fundamentally
shit.
flawed.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
You just repeated the statement that I made like yesterday.
Yeah, that was
I'm
you.
gonna. I'm gonna go on a big
So you were trying to
tangent.
steal it from someone else, and then you remembered it was me.
I'm gonna go on a big
Fucking
tangent.
plagiar.
So unless you want to say something first, Mike.
No, it's.
He's gonna be on
I
a
don't
on a
have anything
tangent.
more to say about World of Warcraft.
Okay. I'm really glad the whole MMO train caught me really early on because I played that shit when I was.
Wait,
like,
I got something to say.
Okay.
Actually,
God.
before you go on a tangent, a good MMO was Star Wars Galaxies because you can actually build a whole fucking city.
Nobody
and that shit.
played it.
Yeah, a lot of people played it. It was cool. You can go to the
Nobody
places
played it.
that you liked, like Mos Eisley. You could go to the cantina. It was cool. All right.
What a
go.
fucking nerd. Are you guys listening to this?
Wow,
All,
what a nerd.
all this
what a nerd.
shit talk, all this nerd talk. What is
All
this?
this
Come on.
smackers.
Let me tell you about my cool life as a skater. That shit caught me when I was
Put Goldfinger Superman when he said that.
actually
Put
just
that in.
play the Matrix theme, please.
Do
Just
that after you play Goldfinger Superman. If that's not in there, then I'm gonna be angry.
Actually, remix
So
the
here
two,
I am.
compose
doing
the whole
everything I
thing.
can.
And then make
to what I am.
A very
Within
detailed
hours of
VFX YTPMV
Yeah,
of the whole thing, synchronized to the music.
yeah.
And then
instead of
make
faces,
a-
they have penises.
Make an animation of me spitting on your face.
Yeah, do that.
Do that.
Okay, so
Great.
I'm
Well,
really
now that
glad.
that's over.
I'm really glad that caught me when I was like 11, because I played the worst garbage that the market could possibly offer. I mean, bottom of the barrel, like that Dofus garbage that I talked about, which is a French MMO, and nobody should have played it ever in the history of mankind. And I remember grabbing my mother's phone and paying to get the premium in that, and regretting it for years after. I remember paying for a week, which cost me like €5, and regretting that for years on end. That shit chased after me. But yeah, and then I played. Do you guys remember Holic?
Holic?
Yeah,
What the fuck is that?
HOLIC, which then became Cloud9, I think.
No, I have no idea what
Do you
you're
not
talking
remember that?
Yeah, straight
Okay.
on Cloud9, straight peeling this shit.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. So, Cloud9 was this anime themed looking MMO, and it was honestly the worst fucking thing I've ever played. The only way you could possibly play it was either by grouping up with larger groups of people and going after mobs that were like 30 levels above you, or going by yourself, and it would literally take you like 3 weeks to get to a reasonable point. And I had the time, I just didn't have the energy. That's the biggest problem I have with MMOs. If you have any sort of responsibility, you cannot play one.
They sap the life out of you.
Exactly. It's literally made for teenagers and children, because those are the only people that can
man-children.
manage to play it. No, because that's the thing. Man-children have some sort of responsibility to some extent.
No.
And they have those.
No. They collect welfare
They
from
have
the government
minimum
because they're fucking retarded.
Responsibility, yeah.
Anyway, if you're any sort of decent human being, you can't afford to play an MMO. That's what my point is. So I just used to go around begging people to give me their equipment. That's literally all I did. I'm like, hey, that anime suit you got on looks really good. Will you give it to me? And I remember spending days adding them to my friends list, chasing after them until they eventually gave it to me. So that was my MMO experience. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. And also,
what a sad life you live.
yeah, I played some of these games for such long periods of time that I got to see its fan base dwindle away. Like, I literally got to see people abandon a game. With Cloud9, for example, it happened. It got to a point where I hadn't seen an active player for like a week. I had not seen a single person for a week. This is fucking... I'm serious. I had seen a game die. It was tragic. And it made me think of, like, a few weeks ago, I started thinking, can you imagine all the active accounts with player characters that there's still in games? Like, every single account you've made with a character in it, it's probably still there. All the items, all the time you spent in it, it's there. It's just there.
Oh yeah, speaking of that,
It's somewhere.
Yeah.
yes, it is in some fucking storage bank somewhere in some
Yeah.
server,
Tens of hours of your time.
and it's gonna be there forever.
Forever.
People are never gonna turn on that server, but it's never
Big-
gonna disappear.
Yeah, Big Scrotum 69 forever will remain
Exactly.
in that server.
This in Dark Souls 3.
Hmm.
We use a pass. Okay, never mind. I won't say it. But there's
Oh, come
There
on.
are
Nobody's
some
gonna
Yeah, don't
hack
say
our
it.
cum god.
Yeah, don't say it.
no, but
Don't say it. These people are awful. I don't want to play with them. Don't say it.
But they're very obscene things
Yeah.
being entered into a server somewhere, and they're never gonna disappear. And
Yeah.
it's nice knowing that we've left a mark.
Yeah. Jerry Seinfeld. He will
I don't
be
think
there
our
forever.
passwords are gonna.
Look,
Wait.
I don't fucking care. Just censor when you said it, and just whatever.
Oh, fuck no. We ain't getting.
Censor
no.
it. Censor
We're gonna
it.
get hacked. That's what's gonna happen.
We're getting doxxed.
Prepare yourself.
I don't live in that
Nothing
street.
you can do.
I got 3 rocks thrown at me.
But yeah, but we're at the point where nothing that happens is ever gonna get lost.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Nothing that occurs is ever gonna be forgotten now.
Mhm.
Which brings me to a cool point. Well, not a point, but a cool story
Yeah.
about the Great Satan at Large.
Yeah.
So, the Great Satan at Large was a public access television show that lasted 1 episode before it was banned.
Oh, this thing.
And
is great.
the man who made it was faced with obscenity charges and was facing 40 years in prison.
What?
The
This is
guy's
great.
name is Lou Perfidio. And the show is basically him with a pitchfork and red paint all over his face, and he drinks beer and smokes cigarettes, and he's Satan, and next to him is a bald man with a white shirt, and he's God. And it's basically all the material written about the show makes it seem like it is way worse than it actually is.
It's
It's
probably
just like a
shocking for the time.
I mean, I guess. And it's just they like some article said it was like a snuff film in the back, which it wasn't. It was just a shitty movie where some guy gets stabbed and it's bad fucking effects. But he was facing obscenity charges because, unbeknownst to him, there was a girl stripping in the back of his thing. There was like a green screen,
Unbeknownst to him?
and she was underage.
Oh,
What?
Oh, shit. What the fuck? There was an underage woman stripping down, and he didn't
And he
know
just
about
didn't
it?
know?
Yeah.
What's going
Well,
on over
no,
here?
on the green screen.
Oh. So who edited the video? Somebody had
Yeah.
to put that underage woman in.
Well, they didn't know that she was underage. It was the fucking 90s. They
That
didn't
doesn't
have
mean
like
anything.
a.
You
They
can't
couldn't
just
look
say
up
it
her
was the
fucking.
90s like it explains it.
They can't just look her up on the fucking. I mean, I guess they could have. Whatever. The point is, he didn't go to jail.
Good.
So it was okay.
The world needs him.
So, there's an article written by a man named Jim Goad,
Okay.
who claims to be a friend of Lou Perfidio.
Probably isn't.
Well, ex-friend.
Oh. Never knew.
Wait, let me find the article. Lou Perfidio.
He was a friend
Okay,
of a friend.
so Lou Perfidio died at the age of 43.
Oh.
Out of like some sort of disease. But the title of this article is "Sometimes I Don't Feel So Bad When an Ex-Friend Dies." So you can tell they didn't leave on the best of terms. But one thing I'd like to read is, okay, so Lou had been my best friend in journalism school. He was a fat, bearded, farting, filthy-mouthed, passionate punk rocker, and I was a violent, withdrawn rockabilly guy. Probably the only rockabilly guy in Philadelphia in 1982. We also both drove cabs, an avocation he would pursue on and off for the rest of his life. So, this man is, it's always interesting to me to hear stories of people who have tried and did not succeed at at things like something Tim and Eric. Like if this is basically, I
Are you
don't want
okay?
to say like Tim and Eric. What?
You're getting lost.
I guess I am.
I think he's saying that the way this guy did it wasn't the style that Tim and Eric tried to make their own brand of comedy and actually made it, and this
Yeah,
guy didn't and fell
exactly.
apart. So it's really interesting seeing that.
Yeah, it's
I
really
get it.
interesting just seeing stuff like that. Like I recently found a band camp of a band that no one in the world knows about.
Yeah, it feels special.
It does. Well, they weren't very good. And it was understandable why they weren't that famous. But they weren't like terrible either. And that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like it's just very interesting to see people who have tried their hand at show business and not really gotten there.
Yeah.
But so Lou Perfidio fucked this guy's girlfriend in college. And that they gave him a big falling out.
Oh, Lou.
So
So
there's
this guy's
a
dead.
there's a they had a planned show that they were gonna do together, and I'd like to read it out to you because it sounds decent,
Go ahead.
Okay.
or at least it did when I read it yesterday. It might be different now. It's called the Nigger Show. And this is
Here we go.
this is Jim Go's description of it. Roughly,
All right,
it was
go
a
ahead,
tragic comic narrative about two skinheads who lose their girlfriends to black guys. In their spurned rage, they do a cable access show within a show called The Nigger Show, which is filled with inept sloganeering with the crudest stereotypes. Behind the scenes, still smarting from the romantic rejection, the boys convinced themselves that their ex-girlfriends couldn't possibly prefer black guys and thus must have been sold into white slavery. So they boldly forge into the ghetto to rescue the kidnapped white maidens. Through a series of subversive activities such as dropping water balloons on Negroes and taking extra newspapers from news boxes when they have only paid for one, they spark a global race war which they're powerless to stop. To everyone's surprise, the Puerto Ricans win the race war. The protagonists retire to the Oregon woods to eke out a survivalist experience. After a heated campfire argument as to the racial origins of Bigfoot, one of the boys is brutally raped by a Sasquatch.
This is great!
It is. It genuinely is.
Holy shit. Dropping water
It is,
balloons? This is great.
It is a. It's a fucking fantastic pitch.
Yeah. Man.
But
That's so weird.
Lou was he's dead, and apparently he was
Poor Lou.
a raging alcoholic
Oh.
and very fat and bearded, and yeah.
Honestly,
So-
especially in the comedy show business, like most people aren't really that good. This shit is mostly just being there at the right time in the right place.
Yeah.
It's the same reason probably that MDE got their Adult Swim deal. You know, they just got discovered, probably got lucky, and that's it. Which also brings me to a nice sliding into conversation of the new MDE pilot thing that we saw.
Oh yeah, that. God.
Our hopes have been rejuvenated.
That was fantastic.
It really was.
That was
The-
amazing.
Yeah, they showed a preview of the new show, the new MDE show, World Peace, on an Adult Swim stream, and it was really good.
Yep. Can't believe it worked.
Yeah, and we have mentioned on this very podcast
Yeah.
that if there was ever a hope for Sam to stop being a
Fucking retard.
raving retard, then this was it. So,
And it worked out.
Yeah, it
because
did.
Nick's involved.
Yeah. We have this theory, this fucking lore theory, that Nick is basically the glue holding the whole thing together. I said Sam has the George Lucas syndrome of being an ideas guy, essentially, and not being able to execute
An
them
ideas man,
successfully.
An
Well.
ideas man, yeah.
Ideas man. Yeah. I was so surprised I didn't get that.
I was so happy to see Nick being funny again.
Wasn't that
We
great?
haven't seen Nick in ages.
Yeah, I was happy to see Nick. I was happy to see Sam being funny. That was amazing. I haven't seen
Yeah.
Sam be funny for the longest fucking time. I don't even know. The timeline is convoluted because he's just been uploading videos from 2 years ago, so I have no idea.
Yeah, is this newer? Is this older?
This is newer because they're recording it now. Just like a few months ago, they hadn't recorded anything yet, so this is being recorded now. They're on the second episode. They're asking for the name. Yeah, it's now. But yeah, it was fucking great. No politically charged, stupid bullshit. Just like jokes. It has jokes in it. Jesus.
You tripped my wife.
That's great. Yeah.
You tripped my wife. You know, she fell. That shit is simple. It's so funny.
This horse woman. What do they say? It was good. It was
Yeah.
a good thing. There's probably an upload of it on YouTube by now as an individual video, but if you can't find it, then just search for like Adult Swim live stream World Peace, and you'll probably be able to find it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did it.
And there's really no information about when it's coming out yet, right?
No.
Okay.
They're
Well-
still recording. I can't imagine how long it's going to take to edit it down and put it all out. It's just
Well,
gonna
maybe
take
now that they
ages.
have some fucking focus, they'll be able to just get it done.
It's not even focused. Now that they've started, why hadn't they started 2 years ago? The deal? What the fuck
knows?
was the problem?
They
TV
seem to
shows
have
take a
some
lot.
Television
budget this
moves
time, though.
very
Like they got
slowly.
the fake blood and everything, and the
Yeah.
the glass and the
Yeah.
ripped skin.
And I got so fucking excited when I saw the Facebook pictures of the Adult Swim pilot.
Yeah.
It had Nick as a human cone. That is fantastic.
You keep bringing up him
Because
as a
it
fucking
looked
code.
amazing. It was fantastic. And it's just like, I'm glad it's finally being made.
Yeah, I was impressed by how well it translated them having a bigger budget and their comedy. Like, that shit just flawlessly worked. So,
Yeah.
That's great. They're doing the dream job right now, like, honestly.
Yeah.
They're doing a skit comedy show for Adult Swim. That shit is like the
Adult
dream
Swim
job.
is a great channel.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
But again, they're gonna have to compete with people like Eric Andre, so I just hope the quality stays up the same way it's been with what Lidl is, though. Because if it's like that, then fuck, it's gonna be amazing. That's
All right,
it.
boys. Should I make a show on
Yeah.
my channel
Yeah, make a
called
show.
like Lost and Found, or some
Why
gay
not?
shit like that, where I talk about really obscure like media people
Sure.
that have failed?
There are no expectations whatsoever. You can make whatever you want. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, but would that be interesting?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Go for it.
I'll give it a shot.
Also, before we end it, because we're about to hit the 1 hour mark. Actually, we're past 1 hour.
We're past one of you.
E3 is coming up. I guess.
Oh
if
my
we have
fucking
time,
god!
we'll
I
watch
forgot
it.
my head.
And
my
that
head.
shit's gonna be great. We're gonna record it. We're gonna record
E3's
it.
back.
Baby, 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 baby.
It's gonna be fucking terrible.
It's gonna be
Wait,
great.
before we go, I have one more thing to say.
Go
Why
say
are
goodnight.
video games terrible?
Good night!